y'all. Let's bring in the rest of our other family members that like to benefit from our business tips, right? Because today's business tip is about the tax forms that we're going to be using, all right? Hey, my YouTube family. Let's bring in the rest of our family of participants. Let's bring in the rest of our family of participants. And I hope that y'all been having a great beginning of the 2021 year because, it only took 6 days for our first travesty. Only 6. But anyway, I digress. Like I said, I went to, basically... So, all right. All right. So this is going to be titled Tax Prep Tips for Business Owners, Employees, Freelancers, whatever. These are the various forms that you will get. All righty. So I like to start off with a little bit of some good old background music. Hopefully you received, whoever that is, all righty, let's go on live. Hey now. Hey family, it's me again. Happy 2021. Yay. We made it, you guys. We made it to 2021. It only took 6 days for a disaster to happen. For real. The president needs to go to jail. Period. Him and his cronies and his supporters all are accomplices in basically 4 deaths. Yeah, that happened yesterday. Literally, you want to tell us that the Black Lives Matter movement and all that was cause enough for y'all not to literally vote in all the senators that we wanted and all this other stuff? Look at y'all. Look at them. How dare you, white people? How dare you ever bring up again Black Lives Matter, protest, anything we doing. You listen. I'm only allowed one. No, this is 2021. I'm allowed 2 mother cuss words per video because right now, our country, this ain't our country. This what he doing right now. The president needs to go to jail. President needs to go to jail. Period. Put him in jail. Had this happened anywhere else, they'd be in jail. I want faces, I want names. Everybody that the FBI can even put a face or what, get them. But I digress, y'all. I came on here to talk about tax tips. Tax tips 2021. So let's get it going because I will go ham. And I'm coming back on in a little bit. Hey, family. Listen, we're going to talk about tax tips for business owners, employees, and freelancers. These are the names of the forms that are going to be coming down the pipeline. So I just wanted to make sure that y'all are familiar with some of these terms. So basically, y'all know I'm doing taxes now. Y'all know I'm at Rain and Cash Taxes out west in the Central Point area, or I'm virtually accessible. Okay. So basically, we doing cash advances, $500 to $9,000. You see what you can get. I don't know, but if you do want to come to me and try to get your taxes, I'm gonna need y'all to hit me up on my various tax links that I keep putting on Facebook. All right. I'm gonna make sure I post my ways to get in touch with me and do taxes. And if you want to prepare taxes, hit your girl up. I'm training y'all on how to do that as well. But let's get to the brass tacks of all of this situation. This year, you'll have an opportunity to file various 2020 tax forms, and we're going to go off in this manner. So there's a 1099 miscellaneous form, which is a tax form that's used to report any miscellaneous income to the IRS. This includes interest, real estate income, or awards and prizes. Miscellaneous, key term. For the tax year 2020 and onwards, the non-employee, okay, for the non-employee compensation part of this form is reported separately in the 1099 NEC form. So if you need to report taxes on the amount that you paid to an independent contractor or a freelancer, you will need both the 1099 miscellaneous and the 1099 NEC. All right, just to put you up on game on that. Next, what the 1099 NEC form is used to report is the compensation that is actually made to your non-employees, and that includes independent contractors or other workers. For the tax year 2020 and onward, the non-employee compensation part of the 1099 miscellaneous is going to be reported separately. I just hope that y'all are getting this. So then you're going to use this form if you need to report taxes on amounts paid to your independent contractors or your freelancers. You will need both the 1099 NISC, the miscellaneous, and the 1099 NEC for 2020 tax year. For my new people, don't be picking out that tax form that says 2021. It's not here yet. We're talking about all the money we did last year, 2020. Next, we got the W-2. Everybody's pretty much familiar with the W-2. It's a form that is used for tax reporting purposes, and it's sent out by employers to inform their employees about the earnings they made for that year. And these figures will need to be listed on the federal and state tax return forms, just so you know. Then you got the 1098 form, which is for business. You got the the 1099-G form. You have, and that 1099-G is used for certain government payments, in case you were wondering. You have the 1099-INT, or the 1099 interest, I call it, the interest income form. Then there's the 1099-C. This form is used for canceling out debt. Then you got your W-2 form 2020 for businesses, okay? You got to remember that there's all these different tax forms, but then you got the 1096 form for 2020, which is also like an annual summary and transmittal of your U.S. information returns, right? There's also a tax exempt certificate. Then there's the 941 form, which is a business form that is used for businesses who file their taxes on a quarterly basis. It reports information related to certain withholdings like income tax, Social Security tax, and Medicare tax. Then you have the, like I said, you have the 2018 tax exempt certificate, which is the uniform sales and the use tax exemption resale certificate. Anyway, it's multi-jurisdiction. Hit your girl up if you want any more detail on that. Then you have the 1040 ES, which is used for tax filing purposes, but this form allows filers to calculate the estimated amount of tax liability they owe for the year. Okay, so freelancers and independent contractors may need to file the form 1040 ES, as they do not have taxes withheld automatically, right? So then we have the W-4 form. It's filled out by an employee when they first begin employment. Then we have our 1099 DIV form, or 1099 division form. They're used by banks and financial institutions to report dividends and other distributions to taxpayers and the IRS. Then you got the 1099B form that's used to report proceeds from brokers and barter transactions. Then you got the 1099K form that is used to identify how much income they made through an online store or sales. Then you got the 1099R form that's used to show the distributions from your pensions, your IRAs, and your annuities. Then you got the 1099S form, as in snake, which is used for real estate. Then you got your tax transcript request form 2015 for business. You got W-3 forms, which are basically wages and tax statements. Then you got the 2290 form, which is for business. And basically that's for like a heavy highway vehicle use tax return. You got the 3449A form that is completed to report the individuals or the businesses suspected of committing tax fraud. Oh my God. Anyway, you got the 5498 form or the 5498 form, which is filled out by people who have individual retirement arrangements. Then you got the T4A form, which is any Canadian revenue, which, state of pension, retirement, anything. Then you got the 1040X form, which is a business document and is used for amending a tax form that was filed in the previous tax year. Then you got the 941X form, which is also a business form used by businesses who file a federal tax return who need to adjust or amend a previous filing, right? Then you got the SBA form 413. This form is completed when a small business owner wants to apply for a loan or a surety bond with the Small Business Administration. All right. Then you got the 433D form, which is also a business form, but it's like an installment agreement. Then you got the Schedule 4 for the 1040, which this form you'll need to file if you owe other taxes, like such as self-employment tax, household employment taxes, additional taxes on the IRAs, or any other qualified retirement plans or tax favored accounts, you know what I mean? Then you got the standard 1040, which, you just reporting your individual gross income, money, goods, property, services, but it's also known as the long form. All right, just so you know. All right, just so you know, because it's more extensive than the shorter 1040A or the 1040EZ form. Anyway, we have the Schedule 3 form, which the Schedule 3 form for 1040 from 2018. Then you have a 1040 form from 2018, basically used to report individuals' gross income during those years from 2018, pretty much. But you got the Schedule 2 form, also 1040, that you could have used in 2018. Then you have the Schedule 5 1040 you could have used in 2018 or 2018 on. Then you have the Schedule 6 1040. And let me just say with the schedule. Okay, so the Schedule 2 form 1040 is a tax form that you use to file the amount that you owe. If you owe an amount, or if you need to make an excess advance premium tax credit repayment, you would do that Schedule 2 form 1040, right? For the Schedule 5 1040 form, you're going to use to claim a refundable credit that's other than the earned income credit, or American Opportunity Credit, or an additional child tax credit. Basically, you have other payments such as an amount paid with a request for an extension to file, or an excess Social Security tax withheld. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that Schedule 5 1040 form is. Now that Schedule 6 1040 is a tax form that you'll need to file if you have a foreign address or some third party designee that's other than you your other than your paid preparer. You're going to use that schedule 6 1040. Then you got the schedule 1 1040, which if you have additional income such as capital gains or like some unemployment compensation prize or an award money, some gambling winnings, you want schedule I form 1040A. I mean 1040, I'm sorry. Schedule 1 form 1040. And basically any deductions to claim such as a student loan interest deduction, self-employment tax, or educator's expense. That's just schedule 1 1040. Anyway, so next we have your schedule. Well, you have your 1040A from 2019 on, which is the form used for foreclosures. And from 2019 on, you had the 1098C, which was a form used for contributions of motor vehicles, boats, airplanes. Then 1099B from 2019 on was a form used to report proceeds from your broker or any barter transactions. Also from 2019 on, you had that 1099K that's used to identify how much income they made through an online store or through your online sales. Again, that's your 1099K as in Keelan. Anyway, then you got your 1099R form that's used to show distributions from like pensions, IRAs, annuities, and that thing. You got your 1099S that's used for real estate, and then you got your 1099G again for 2021 on that's used for certain government payouts. So that's just a quick little rundown of the various forms. But let me just say, I'm currently taking an accounting class and an economics class to receive my master's degree in a few months. Use your common sense, you know what I'm saying? There's certain people that you want to like help you, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to do another video on various forms because I've only done I haven't really even touched the surface. It's for true business owners that's really into getting this money and really doing economics the correct way. Holler at your girl. I'm all the way up, y'all. So we're going to end this up. Alrighty, thanks, Facebook. I'll talk to you in a minute. All right, keep up the good work. I'm very proud of y'all. 2021, listen, I'm gonna do an astrology reading special on Sunday to really go for, because I did this last year and I didn't believe what I read, but now that last year has transpired, I believe it. Peace.